the view high above our broadcast location. So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. And it's Marjanovic in at the 5 down low. And for Los Angeles, we've got Kawhi Leonard. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's George in at the shooting guard. Now, here's Doncic. And he finishes nicely on the layup. And the teams we're seeing tonight, Steve, they have very deep rotations.
And Kevin, when you can go maybe 10 deep, it keeps your locker room happy. It also protects your team against injuries sinking a season.
Leonard with no one around. And that one goes long.
Ooh, the defense gets away with a late rotation. That's a shot he normally makes.
And this team looking to get him the ball and get him in rhythm quickly.
Because he's someone that you lean on at the offensive end. Establish him early.
Beverley with the ball. He's picked up by Doncic. Good.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Doncic outside. And now just over a minute played here in the first.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it. And it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
Now here is George. Zubac kicks to Leonard. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Love the aggressiveness. Kawhi very active, very focused on the job at hand.
And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, it said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Beverley. Lays it up and banks it in.
You see the quickness of Beverley, blinding speed in the inside.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. Pass to Richardson. Porzingis looking it over. Here's Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Doncic against Beverley.
Come on, that's your bread and butter. You can't miss that.
Richardson with it. George picks him up. And he's good on the 3-ball. Doncic has got 7 points.
Give Josh credit, taking the challenge offensively, discipline, and that's a beautiful pass.
George finds Leonard.
Tremendous box out. I love how he bodied up, held his ground, textbook, old school rebound.
And a slam dunk by Richardson.
Pushes it quickly, and he gets something before the defense can set up. Richardson's a good finisher in transition.
Cousins, no one around him, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Now, here's Doncic. 7 points in the game. And Marjanovic with the slam.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Outside for Jackson. Launches it. Clippers working now with the new shot clock. And there's the pass to Kennard. Goes back up. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jackson dishes to Morris. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Mavericks leading by 7. 46 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Brunson. Serge Ibaka with the rebound. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Inside. Here's Kennard. Jackson passes to Ibaka. Kennard for 3. And again, the turnover by the Clippers. The Mavericks have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. Very solid start for them. Brunson against Jackson. Brunson with it. Drops in the layup for 2.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. It's Dallas. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, they've got J.J. Redick. Cauley Stein is out there with Powell. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 spot.
With a high basketball IQ and improving playmaking abilities, Luke's growing as a distributor.
Brunson against Jackson. And the rejection by Ibaka. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Jackson.
That is a powerful point guard right there. Reggie converting against very tight defense.
Now here's Brunson. Finney Smith kicks to Powell. And it's in there. Finney Smith's got his first 2 points.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
Ibaka against Brunson. The shot. And the rejection by Cauley Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley Stein, a presence defensively. You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands.
And a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the second round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break.
And G.A., even when he did arrive to the NBA, it took Powell a while to latch on.
You know, traded a couple times in his first year. He was assigned and recalled 10 times in about a month with Boston's D-League affiliate. Finally found a home in Dallas. Everything turned around from that point forward.
Now here's Redick. He's got 5. Back to Brunson. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
Clippers trail by 10. Jackson deciding where to go with it.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
You know what he did? He timed it well and did a good job of contesting without committing the foul.
The Clippers have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless, the foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Morris. And the Clippers miss again.
Defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Dallas again missing.
and close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Jackson passes to man. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Kicks to Morris. Kennard for three. No good. Shot missing. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. So it's Richardson with the jam.
You see the mentality of Josh Richardson. Be aggressive and leave no doubt.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Off the mark once again. Terrible quarter for him thus far.
Jackson against Doncic. Porzingis trying to get free. And Doncic gets it to go. Doncic has got the lead up to 14 now for Dallas. Kennard against Richardson. Here's man, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
The problem is your opponent is making big plays as well. I'll be curious to see the response.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And last season, he made good on about 3 out of every 4 free throw attempts. And last time I checked, I think that's 75%.
And here's Beverly. He brings it up for Los Angeles. It's a 14-point game. Passes to George. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
I love the patience Beverly has developed with the ball in his hands. Terrific find.
The three for Doncic. Stolen by Zubac. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And then George with the jam.
Insane move by Paul George. A high flyer who can create in midair.
Doncic against Beverly. And here is Doncic. He's got 9. From the arc. But they'll get another chance. And we finished one half of... Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, Kent. Dallas has the edge here at halftime. They lead by 10. And, Shaq, what... Man, that's going to do it.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. One half to go. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
DeMarcus Cousins out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Patrick Beverly. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's George in a 2-guard. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Now, here's Doncic. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. From deep three-point range. And it's Doncic missing.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
Now, Doncic. Outside, Porzingis. Back to Doncic. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That's his first foul. Greg, as a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to is really paramount.
Richardson, good.
I'm not sure why he didn't take more time to square himself up, given the space he had, but he still got the shot to go anyways.
Here's George. Banked in off the glass. George has got 8.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Dallas leading by 10.
In OKC, Paul George showed he could be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
That shot wide open. Porzingis has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Clippers have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. George looking around. Here's Leonard. And the rejection by Marjanovic.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. And PG, you know, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles. Doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With his all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, he can.
Here's Doncic, following the basket by DeMarcus Cousins. Goes up the baseline, and it's Doncic. That time on the assist by Porzingis. Doncic has got 4 points now in the quarter. Outside, George buries the long-range jumper.
Efficient performance from him. Not the case for everyone else on his team.
Doncic finds Richardson. Outside, Porzingis. Marjanovic passes to Doncic. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Leonard inside. Guarded by Porzingis. Mavericks leading by 10. On up the court. Richardson the pass to Marjanovic. Back to Porzingis. Cousins pulls it in.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
Left side, Hardaway. Pass to Marjanovic. Shoots over Zubac. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. First one falls for him. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Dwight Powell's checked in for Porzingis. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. J.J. Redick's checked in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Now here's Jackson. Ibaka, the pass to Mann. Five to shoot. And here's Morris for 3. Nailed from three-point land. Morris has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Clippers. Brunson scanning the floor. Finney-Smith kicks to Marjanovic. Dallas no good that time either.
The defense was begging him to take that shot, and he took the bait. But you can't blame him.
Morris finds Jackson. Out to Ibaka. Back to Jackson. Here's the 3. Drills the three-pointer. Jackson's got 5.
Looking at Reggie's motion, it's a little bit of a push shot, but able to get it to go.
To the inside. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're shooting. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the floor for Dallas, they've got Dwight Powell. J.J. Redick is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Marjanovic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Can't let Kennard get this close. Once you do, he's going up with it. Promising start for Luke Kennard. End up missing extended minutes with injuries. Hopefully, he can stay healthy this go-around.
And Kennard's moving into the starting lineup for the first time last season.
And to add to that, he had a larger role offensively. And at the same time, his efficiency increased. That's a good sign.
And it's good for 2.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Pass to Ibaka. Here's Mann. Now Kennard. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Marjanovic, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And the Mavericks lead by 4.
This is just one of many areas where Redick has improved, reading the floor and finding his guys for good quality shots.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Out to Morris. Uncovered. Jackson finds Ibaka. Now Kennard. Richardson covering. Back to Kennard. His first shot coming late. Ibaka, no luck. Mavericks leading by 4. Outside, Porzingis. Misses off the left iron. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Clippers. Out to the right wing. Kennard against Richardson. Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame. And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And another basket for Dallas.
I like that Josh Richardson is more comfortable in this offense, just taking what the defense allows.
Jackson down low, guarded by Doncic. Shot from the wing. Cauley Stein grabs the board. The Mavericks leading. Richardson kicks to Hardaway. Back to Richardson. Fires from deep. And there's Hardaway. That's good on the assist by Richardson. Richardson's got his 3rd assist on the night. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Ibaka down low, working on Cauley Stein. Outside for Jackson. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
The strength and body control of Reggie Jackson gives him an edge against physical defense, potential and one.
There's 1:38 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Doncic. It's hauled in by Zubac. Jackson from long range. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. To the paint. Here's Cauley Stein. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. Cauley Stein's got his first points of the night.
Nice work inside by Cauley Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
Offensive rebound. Count that one.
At the end of the day, when the ball goes up, there's no substitute for effort.
Now, here's Doncic. 56 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Stolen by Jackson. Leonard, the pass to Cousins. Kicks it out to Leonard. It's good. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Trying to ice this one, Kawhi showing his evolution as a closer.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Hardaway. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Richardson the pass to Porzingis. Leonard with the steal.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
They have very little time to run a play, and then, of course, they also need to foul.
Count! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
He lives for moments like this because he wants to be the guy to hit the clutch shot.
Zubac against Doncic. Richardson outside, and Zubac picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
So it's a narrow victory for the Mavericks, pulling out the W. They break the... All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Aaron Gordon. Then it's Michael Porter. Then it's Will Barton. And it's Murray in at the point guard. And Brent, these teams boasting great depth. Many feel that's a hallmark of a great front office.
If you go back and you look, Kevin, at some of the teams that have made deep playoff runs or eventually won the championships, you know, that tinkering about bringing in a veteran or just one piece to make that next step for that one matchup or that one series, finding contributions like that up and down the roster, absolutely, that can make a difference.
And so the Denver Nuggets get the first points in the ballgame. George finds Leonard. Over in the corner, Batum. Leonard, the pass to Zubac. Back to Leonard. Clock at 6. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And stolen by Barton. And here we go. Murray heading to the hoop. Here's Jokic. And the rejection by Zubac. Leonard against Porter. Beverly, it's blocked, and he's able to get it back. Leonard looking over the floor. And the foul on Will Barton. That is his first foul of the game. Leonard kicks to Beverly. Shot clock at 6. George with no one around. Off target from outside. And so it's Barton bringing it up for the Nuggets. Here's Murray. Gets the 14-footer to fall. Murray's got his second bucket.
Well, Barton had a good feel about what was happening defensively, and his teammate was wide open.
And a story about Jamal Murray. He was doing two-a-days for Team Canada, and the coach wanted him to rest, so he confiscates his sneakers, came back and found him working out barefoot.
Well, they might want to check his web browser because I believe he did a search for lock picks because they put bars on the door to keep him out of the gym, and he still might try to find a way in.
Here's Murray following the basket by Nicholas Batum. Barton passes to Gordon. Batum grabs the miss. The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Takes it out to Leonard. The 3 from George. Leonard the pass to George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Now, Paul George ready to shoot as soon as he caught it. Quick release there.
Pass to Jokic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And Jokic carrying that standard for a superstar big man. For your money, though, Bones, is he the best true center in the game?
I don't think he's a true center in the sense, GA, that you can't really go down to the post and have him create his own offense by scoring the basketball. Of course, he's going to create plays for his teammates. I still think AD holds that title right now. And PG playing behind the pick and roll, able to use his size. Pretty good decision that time with the basketball.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Here's Beverly. The Nuggets getting the bucket. And it's Leonard missing.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
And that one, good.
And I like that from Murray. Not an extra dribble. Get the ball to the open teammate right away.
We've got 1:13 left in the first quarter. Outside Leonard. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup.
The strength and that body that Kawhi has, he finishes through contact as well as anyone in the league.
Beverly against Murray. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Big group substitution here for Denver. Bowl, he's checked in for Aaron Gordon. Green comes in for Porter. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Barton. And Morris subbed in for Murray.
The playmaking of Jokic, so incredible. Creating this inverted offense. Bones, for your money, does it matter what position your best playmaker occupies?
I don't think so. And Jokic might be the secret sauce to that, and proving that from the center position, much like Arvydas Sabonis and Vlade Divac before him, can impact and also frustrate opposing defenses because you can't stop the center from making these kind of plays.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Nikola Jokic. Here's Morris. 15 seconds left to play in the first. Pass to Bull. To the inside. McGee dishes to Morris. Back to McGee. And it's McGee with the jam.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. And so it's the Denver Nuggets with their lead standing. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And what stands out to you from the Nuggets in this one?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
Here are the five the Clippers have to start the second. We've got Ibaka. Jackson is out there with Kennard. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's man in at the 3 slot. Kennard finds Morris, and all around the rim that time before dropping in. Morris has got his first 2 points of the night. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. They lead by 4. Let's go. Again, the Nuggets score.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Jackson kicks to Ibaka. Passes it to Kennard. In the corner, it's Morris. There's the pass to man. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Kennard's shot is off. The Nuggets leading by 6. Rivers with it. No points in the game yet for him. Now here's Green. Dishes to Morris. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Rebounded by Jackson. Clippers trail by 6. Man passes to Kennard. And they're on the break. Goes up. And the dunk by Bull.
Hard to fathom, but he is really fluid in terms of getting up and down the floor. Bull making himself a capable threat all over the floor.
Jackson passes to Ibaka. Back to Jackson. Kicks it to Ibaka. Over Bull. A 3 from Morris. Rebounded by McGee. Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And the wide open shot from Green. Good on the triple. And now it's an 11-point Denver lead. No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. Jackson against Morris. Now, here's Kennard. He's tightly guarded. Feeds it to Ibaka. And stolen by Bull. Rivers in the corner. Morris outside. Here's Bull. And the dunk by Bull.
just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Jackson passes to Mann. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Morris right side. Over Gordon. And the Clippers miss again. The Nuggets on offense. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Porter finds Murray. To the middle. Here's Jokic. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
And here's Gordon. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Jokic high post. Back to Gordon. 6 to shoot. Jokic, no good. Clippers trail by 11. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Ibaka dishes to Jackson. Ibaka outside. Kennard the pass to Morris. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Kennard's shot is off. Outside Porter. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Jokic has got the lead up to 13 now for Denver. And so it's the Denver Nuggets. 13 points up at the end of the period.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see. After 2 quarters, it's Denver out in front. Well, what can you say about superstar big? And that...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. One of the stories here, Jokic getting it done today.
There is no stopping him, and you can't even contain him at this point. He is that talented.
Yeah, I don't know if you have enough game plans to slow him down. How do you guard a guy that good?
Aaron Gordon out there with Jokic. Then it's Will Barton. Then there's Murray. And it's Porter in at the small forward. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half. And they double up Gordon. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
Clippers trail by 13. George looking over the floor. Pass to Zubac. And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Leonard the pass to Batum. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Outside for George. Just 5 on the clock. Down low. And Nicholas Batum, the bucket on the assist by Beverly. Batum's got his second basket of the game.
I just feel like Patrick Beverly has incredible awareness for every second that he plays on the floor. Spots the wide open man, gets it to him.
Gordon finds Porter. And here is Murray. Barton outside. Back to Gordon. Barton trying to get open. Got a hand on it, and they're able to recover. Clippers trail by 11. Outside, George. He dishes it to Leonard. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Here's George. Poked away. The Nuggets leading by 11. Inside, Porter. Oh!
And Porter has such great athleticism, able to get up and throw it down.
And so Beverly will bring it up for the Clippers. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Pass to Leonard. over Porter. Leonard with the bucket.
And in a player empowerment era, no greater power move than Kawhi Leonard's last year. Fresh off a Finals MVP with the Raptors, he signed with his hometown Clippers and compelled a trade for Paul George.
Think about that 14-month run where Kawhi Leonard made his way to Toronto, a team that was on the cusp for many seasons. Goes there, wins the MVP and a championship for the Raptors, and then ends up in his hometown of Los Angeles to try to do the same for the Clippers. Now that's getting it done and writing your own story.
Zubac kicks to Beverly. Left side, Batum. He feeds it to Leonard. And stolen by Murray. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Pass to Gordon. And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
For the Nuggets. Clippers trail by 13. Outside Leonard. From downtown, they grab their own miss to the left wing. Beverly the pass to George. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. And then Rivers with the dunk.
Like that he gets out and runs that time. That's well within the wheelhouse of Austin Rivers, finishing on the break.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. And George, here we go.
And the versatility of Paul George's game. Elite defense and rebounding, steals and deflections.
You think about Paul George moving to several teams, yet still having the impact on both ends of the floor. I think that is a telltale sign that you have an elite talent in Paul George.
Leonard against Rivers. The feed now to Morris. Leonard with the steal. For the finish. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And the claw at work. Just one reason why he's always a threat to lead the league in steals. Jump starts the fast break there.
There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Green finds McGee. Down low. Here's Bull. The shot missing. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's Beverly. McGee with the block. And here's the fast break. Here's Bull. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. George, that's a two-pointer. No good off the back of the rim.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range there. Much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
And McGee kicks to Green. Just 3 on the clock. And it's Green with the jam.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity.
And so it's Denver, sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We've got more in store for you right after this. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter form.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, Reggie Jackson out there with Luke Kennard. Then it's Ibaka. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Mann in at the 3. Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather take? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Oof.
Wow.
I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple Finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. The Nuggets leading by 14. And it's McGee with the jam.
I like that, staying alert. Rivers keeping his head up to find the opening.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Kennard on the wing. That three off the mark. For Denver, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Green dishes to McGee. The pass to Morris. Outside, Green. And the three off target. Clippers trail by 16. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Morris finds Kennard. And the Clippers miss again. Denver's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Morris passes to McGee. Now Bowl. Pass to McGee. 4 on the clock. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And the size Ball has poses problems for any defense, especially when he's trying his best to be aggressive scoring.
Big group substitution here for Denver. Jokic, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Porter comes in for JaMychal Green. Will Barton, he's checked in for Austin Rivers. And it's Jamal Murray in for Morris. And that one goes out of bounds. That's touched by Porter. Gordon's checked in for Denver. And Los Angeles with some changes. Clippers trail by 17. George passes to Batum. To the wing on the left. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Knocked away and stolen by Barton. Here's Murray. Pass to Porter. Five on the clock. Passes it to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player help to be a facilitator.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. And Beverly kicks to Zubac. Beverly against Murray. Here's George. And the Clippers miss again.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Clippers trail by 19.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Nuggets.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jamal Murray.
Yeah, it felt like there was more than one of him out there tonight. He was involved on every possession, and he made his presence felt in so many ways.
And that one drops.
Well, you'd like to push Paul George out of the paint if possible. Goes into his bag of tricks to score that time.
Murray surveying the D. Off target with his 3.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And this is who he has become. Leonard, with the great body control, takes the hit and still able to sink the shot, and one.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Dozier's checked in. And then for Los Angeles, Marcus Morris is checked in for Batum. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Leonard with the steal. To the inside. And George kicks to Zubac. Leonard against Jokic. The pass to Rondo. To the paint. Shot clock at 5. And here's Morris for 3. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Gordon inside.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard.
His range goes out a lot further, but didn't need to.
The Margaret Hunt Hill Bridge. And before...
Hey, Kevin, the map...
It might indeed, David. Well said. Thank you for that report. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. They've got Nikola Jokic. Murray out there with Will Barton. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Bull in at the four-man position. And for the Mavericks, Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Josh Richardson out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Marjanovic in at the center, locking down the middle.
Well, I tell you what, we've all heard the stories of Jamal Murray's training routine growing up in Canada, like something out of a movie. Push-ups in the snow, dribbling on ice, deep knee bends with a cup of hot tea on his thigh. A little bit unconventional, but hey, it certainly got him to where he is now, so I would say it worked.
Hardaway dishes to Doncic. Chalk up 2 there.
Well, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
Barton surveying the floor. Murray outside. Jokic high post. Back to Murray. A step back shot here. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And Clark, it was Jamal Murray's father who's the mastermind behind those unconventional training methods. His son, though, never begged off, never wavered in his commitment.
Tell you what, Greg, it clearly would lead you to believe that both of them were crazy, and yet they had a shared obsession and a commitment, and it's paid off.
Denver with the ball. Following the score by Dallas. And Murray, here we go. And it's Murray with the jam.
No answer for Murray from the defense so far. Absolutely ferocious at taking it inside.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Marjanovic with it. Pass to Doncic. 6 on the shot clock. Fires for 3. From deep. Here's Marjanovic. Nice work on the board. It's paying off with the basket.
And getting after it on the offensive glass and adding to that early total with the putback.
How about early attack mode? I love the approach he's coming to this game with. Really strong.
Now here's Barton. Back to Murray. Shoots over Doncic. Ball kicks to Barton. They get it again. It's good on the putback.
The towering presence that is Ball. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
Barton against Doncic. Launches a 3. Good on the three-point shot. Doncic has got 5 points so far. Great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question, and believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence, and so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. 1:11 left here in the opening quarter. Clock at 4. Redick for 3. Porter pulls it in.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
And J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Kicks to Rivers. Morris outside. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Rivers. Now here's Cauley-Stein. Here's Finney-Smith. Drills it from outside.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
The Nuggets trail by 4. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Morris right side. It's rebounded by Brunson. And it's Monte Morris with the foul. That's his first foul. And so it's Dallas with it. Now Brunson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Now the pass to Redick. Good if it goes. No good on the last second attempt there. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Mavericks. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case? No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
They've got J.J. Redick. Cauley Stein is out there with Dwight Powell. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
The inside is where Gordon is really most comfortable and effective. Very few defenders can get to a shot given how high he gets up on it.
Here's Brunson. Following the score by Aaron Gordon over Morris. Green with the rebound.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Pass to Rivers. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That is his first foul of the game. Morris against Brunson. Shot clock at 6.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
And Redick, here we go, uses the glass to finish the layup. Redick's got the lead up to 4 now for the Mavs. Morris looking over the floor. Gordon kicks to Rivers. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Gordon dishes to McGee. And the slam dunk by McGee.
Boy, I like how Gordon dishes the ball. When his teammates are open, he finds them on time and on target.
Outside, Redick. Runs in the pass to Redick. Shot from free throw range. Tips it up. Great positioning on the putback.
And with his vertical reach, you expect Cauley Stein to be a factor on the offensive glass.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. Out to Morris from deep. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
And with him missing literally everything he's put up today, you can see why the score is what it is.
On the wing, Doncic. Covered by Morris. From the arc. And it's Doncic missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall. And known as a tremendous shooter for his size, Porzingis wasn't quite as accurate last season, which surprised some people.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, some people would automatically assume that because Doncic attracts so much attention that Porzingis would get more wide open looks. But you got to remember, Porzingis missed a full season and was coming off an injury and needed to reacclimate himself to NBA gameplay. So that takes usually a season plus another season before you're all the way back.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Here's Porzingis, takes the 12-footer and hits. Porzingis has got his first points of the game.
You know, I like seeing Porzingis work his magic from there, guys, making great use of this spot on the floor.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. The Mavericks have their young star tandem in Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. KP said we can be a pretty deadly duo. It's only going to be a matter of time. Once we get that two-man game going, it's going to be hard to stop. Guys, it's already hard to stop. Back to you.
Team on the rise, David. Thank you so much. Now here's Porzingis. And they call an illegal screen here.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Here's Bol. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Powell against Murray. Powell with the steal. To the middle. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Cauley Stein tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
There's 47 seconds left in the first half. Murray surveying the D. The layup off target. Mavericks leading by 5. Redick finds Coley Stein. Brunson, good.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
23 seconds left here in the second. Back to Murray. It's rebounded by Brunson. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for Dallas. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Brunson's got 4 points this quarter.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the period. And that'll...
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, we're not surprised by that. No more than what we've come to expect of him. He can adapt and adjust to anything a defense tries to throw at him.
So out there for the Nuggets right now. Cole is out there at court. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Murray in at the point.
And you see defenses trying to be physical with Ball. That time, contact on the shot had no effect.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Brunson. Pass to Finney-Smith. Now Brunson. The shot, no good. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Murray outside. The pass to Jokic. He dishes it to Porter. He kicks it to Murray. Trying to find Jokic. Gets it to him. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint.
Jokic doing a nice job consistently finding the open man.
Dallas leading by 5. And here is Doncic. He has 7. Misses the 3.
And drafted with the 41st pick back in 2014. How about this, Jokic, the definition of a sleeper pick. He was actually asleep when the Nuggets drafted him.
The story goes on that his brother called him up trying to congratulate him, and Nico hung up in his face. How about that? Didn't hear the news until the next morning. He certainly has a different way of going about things, but there's no denying he's got a lot of game, and it's fun to watch.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
You know, it's taken a big run, but they were able to get back into this one. Very impressive. No quitting these guys.
Now, here's Doncic. Shoots over Barton. From the left block, he sends it through. Doncic has got 4 points in the quarter.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from it.
Doncic with the steal. from about 16. Jokic grabs the miss. The Nuggets trail by 3. Here's Barton. Can't cash in from close range. 1:33 left here in the third quarter. And a slam dunk by Richardson.
Yeah, Richardson's got a nice vertical now, and you saw it right there.
Here's Murray. And he banks in the layup. Murray's got 6.
And they found the touch from the field here in the second half. It was a struggle in that first.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. A three-pointer, no good.
Well, he had one three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Porter passes to Barton. Porter, bounce pass. Barton outside. Lock at 6. Denver passing it around. The feed the Bull. Denver needs to get off his shot. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Dallas leading by 3. Brunson with it. Pass to Finney-Smith from outside the arc. Hits it from three-point range. He's got 6.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
Now, here is Morris. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Green, the pass to Gordon. Stripped away. Here's Redick. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
A little bit of savvy on the part of Redick there. Gets his man into a bad position and then forces him to commit the foul.
And both free throws good for Redick.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
A 3 from Morris. Denver gets it back. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. Off the inbound pass. Cauley-Stein grabs the board. Cauley-Stein's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've played. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
4th quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Our 4th quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, J.J. Redick is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Dwight Powell. Then there's Cauley-Stein. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. And the rejection by Cauley-Stein. Redick for 3. No good that time. Now Denver takes it the other way. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Out to Morris. Four on the clock. And it's blocked. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Mavericks leading by 8. Brunson finds Redick. We've played just over 1 minute here in the 4th quarter.
You know, he hasn't contributed well scoring the ball, but obviously his teammates have.
Nuggets have gone 0 of 3 to start the 4th quarter. Now, here is Morris. This one for 3. That one, no good.
Trailing here in the game, you can look at his performance as a direct indicator of why they're losing.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, you got to give Hardaway Jr. credit, guys. I mean, he's excellent at finding ways to get to a spot and then make the defense compromise.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Here's Murray. Outside Porter from deep three-point range. And again, Denver no good. Dallas has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part. First three of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Murray outside. Passes to Jokic. Puts up a three. It's hauled in by Porzingis. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him number one. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that. Pass to Doncic for three. Doesn't go for him. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Here's Porter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Luka Doncic.
Well, it was a bumpy start to his career for Michael Porter. I mean, this guy had his entire rookie season taken away because of back surgery and had a big mountain to climb just to get back out on the court. But, you know, to his credit, he made the climb. We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide-open look.
And finished off by Porter.
And once Porter has some momentum behind him, boy, he just rides it to the basket. An exceptional dunker of the ball.
From the top of the key, nice spin off the left rim and in. Doncic has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for Dallas.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
And also the ball hockey. The way they've come up with the steals, the way they've harassed the ball handler all day, forcing mistakes, they've really done a nice job of taking advantage. And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Mavericks.
What do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
I think you have to look at their field goal percentage. They just shot the ball much better than the opponent, and they were getting great looks all game long.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Luka Doncic.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Here's Hardaway. They get it back. Marjanovic passes to Porzingis. From deep, Richardson. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. It's Barton on the wing. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
A shot Barton can make, that one is. So if you're the defender, you have to at least honor that.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Doncic looking it over. Shoots the three. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Murray outside. And again, Denver with the triple.
Murray plays with such a nice rhythm, especially on offense, and he's got a really good feel and understanding of when to shoot the pull-up.
So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. Thank you, David. Great. The busy freeways of Los Angeles. Here are the five for the Clippers. They've got Ivica Zubac, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Patrick Beverley, and it's George in at the shooting guard. And for Dallas, Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Doncic out there with Richardson, and it's Marjanovic in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Richardson. Here's Doncic, and it's rebounded by DeMarcus Cousins.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Inside, Hardaway with the steal, and stolen by Cousins. Leonard, the pass to Beverly. Plays it up and banks it in.
Good awareness there from Kawhi, waiting for his teammate to break free and then finds him.
Now, here's Doncic. In the backcourt matchup tonight, Brent, definitely high-powered at the point guard position in particular. Much more scoring expected than in decades past.
I think guys have the green light, Kevin, to fire away at the first available opportunity. The offense isn't taught the same way with orchestrators at the point guard position. Now guys are looking to be overly aggressive with their scoring prowess and to try to make plays sometimes feels secondary.
And here are the Clippers now. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Here's Beverly, and boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is, and so they will award the basket there.
Yeah, kind of tough on the defense when you let Beverly beat you on the inside. That can get his confidence going from the outside, so damage from the paint that time.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. No good on the triple.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Beverly finds Leonard. Over Hardaway. Shot clock at 5. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
With those long arms and with the high release point, Leonard is practically daring you to foul him.
Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Doncic against Beverly. Doncic, no good.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
And right now they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and game is fully in their control. And off the schneid here, 1 of 5, but that's a big one.
Zubac, the pass to Leonard. Back to Zubac. Leonard against Hardaway.
Good job by Cousins on the catch-and-shoot game there, establishing that rhythm, catching the ball, and had some flow with that.
Now, here's Doncic. The shot that time, not on target. So the Clippers will take it the other way.
Maybe a time to rest him right now, just give him a bit of a breather, try to help him get back on track.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Doncic against Beverly. Doncic kicks to Hardaway. Pass to Porzingis. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
And Bones, he stands just 6'1", but Patrick Beverly rebounds like a forward.
The fact that he's going to bring it mentally, GA, I mean, that's the huge advantage. I think if you're in the opposing locker room and you know you're going to get on the floor, Patrick Beverly is going to be right in your jock for every minute that you're going to be competing against.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, dominant so far. That's the responsibility of the starters. Now let's see if everybody else who plays in this game makes the same kind of high-level contributions.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Cousins to the paint. Here's Leonard. Coley Stein with the defensive effort. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
And here's George for 3. And stolen by Reddick. Fast break, Dallas. Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
Well, this is when you start to talk about Redick not just always looking for offense, clearly looking for teammates there.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And here's George for three. Knocks down the three ball. George has got 5 now.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Brunson against Beverly. Finney Smith passes to Cauley Stein. And the layup falls.
Cauley Stein, you've got to talk mostly about the agility that this young big has, rolling well after the screen.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. Recently, we spoke with Patrick Beverly about his throwback.
Old school basketball, you know.
Now, pound for pound, Greg, Beverly may be the most physical player in the league.
And he also gets in your head. It's a combination that allows him to get stops against guys as big as Kevin Durant.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. We've got Luke Kennard. Baca is out there with Morris. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's man in at the small forward position. So it's the Mavericks now. After the basket by Los Angeles. Brunson the pass to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
One-on-one fast break. Brunson against Jackson. Brunson, no good. Los Angeles leading by 8. Knocks it loose. Passes it to Mann. Here's Powell. He has 6. Cauley Stein finds Redick. Lets it go from deep. Another 3 for Dallas.
Well, JJ's release is just so quick, even for 3.
Jackson with it. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific play.
3 terrific kids. You're right. Here's Kennard. After Luka Doncic's bucket over Richardson, Los Angeles with another miss. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That is his first foul of the game. Clippers on defense. They've led by as many as 11 points. Here's Doncic.
It wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Now, here is Ibaka. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Man can't hit. Richardson gets a wide open look, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
Well, they've shown both effort and will to get back into this one, but can they finish this one off? Can't let up now.
Here's Mann. Here's Morris. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Porzingis.
And Marcus Morris has raised some eyebrows in the last couple of years, just being a much more efficient scorer.
And last season, Marcus Morris is named one of the hottest on the trade market.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in Marcus Morris's offseason a year ago. A lot of contenders looking to add him to the roster. Handshake deal with the Spurs, switch to the Knicks, and then eventually traded to the Clippers. So grab your musical chair and try to find a seat.
They're loving the confidence. Just rise and be free. And you know you can do this.
There's something to be said about knowing yourself. It allows him to shoot and shoot comfortably, even with taller defenders out there.
Here is Ibaka following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. Here's Mann. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Back to Richardson. Pass to Marjanovic. Out to Porzingis. Puts it up from 17. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Doncic after the Clippers pick up 2. In the corner, it's Richardson. Doncic dishes to Richardson. 6 to shoot. And the rejection by Ibaka.
And, well, he's been the NBA's leader in blocks multiple times. Ibaka just has that rare instinct for it.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
A 3 for Doncic. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each. The Clippers have the edge here at halftime. They've got the 7-point lead. Shaq. And that's going to do it for us.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You look at Patrick Beverley. He's been playing really well.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Josh Richardson out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Marjanovic in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Beverley against Doncic. And the pass to Marjanovic. Stolen by Beverley. And here we go. Beverley heading to the hoop. Drops in the breakaway layup. Beverley's got the lead up to 11 now for Los Angeles.
Consistent in finding ways at coming up with steals. Patrick Beverley in the shorts of the opposition.
Doncic with the bucket. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Beverley, the pass to Leonard. On the wing, George kicks to Beverley. A 3 from Leonard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that one, good. And it's 6 points for Kawhi Leonard.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Top of the key, Porzingis. Here's Marjanovic. And contact on the shot. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Mavericks trail by 9. Richardson left side. Another shot. And the nice bucket inside for Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Zubac kicks to Beverly. 16 feet away. Second shot opportunity, and he makes that one. Zubac has got his first bucket in this one.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Now Doncic, he's got 9. And a miss there on the triple. Beverly with the ball. He's picked up by Doncic. Nobody near Leonard. No good on the 3.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him, and that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Now, here is Ibaka. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. An easy 2 points on the layup. And it's an 11-point Los Angeles lead. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then. But I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
And so here is Dallas after the Clippers pick up 2. Redick passes to Finney-Smith. Pass to Brunson. Dallas needs to get off a shot.
I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach?
So you're saying that he's out there right now protesting in some form or fashion?
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
The Mavericks shooting their first free throw of the game.
Some potential still left in the tank here for Cauley Stein, who is seeming to gain more and more confidence and knowledge about how to go about his business over the course of an 82-game season.
Jackson gets the bucket. Mavericks trail by 11. And here's Brunson. No points in the game yet for him. Makes it off the glass.
Now that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
And so it's Los Angeles in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're feeling. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Dallas shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, Kawhi Leonard is out there with Batum. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George. And it's Rondo in at the point. Stolen by Zubac. Down low. George with the bucket. George has got the lead up to 11 now for the Clippers.
So good, so experienced. Paul George can convert the toughest of buckets.
Brunson against Rondo. Brunson kicks to Redick. to the inside. Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
Oh, up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one. Passes it to George. Fires the three. Just 5 on the clock. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. George has got 4 points in the quarter.
Think back to when Paul George entered the league in the 2010-11 season for the Indiana Pacers. A skinny kid. Not so much anymore.
Brunson kicks to Reddick. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Gotta hold firm or you're gonna get a call.
Pass to Zubac. Here's Leonard. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now.
That's a quick move, and that's a soft touch. That's mid-range opportunities for Kawhi Leonard to cash in on.
From deep. That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Doncic.
Well, that equals his three-point total from the first half. He had one before the break, and that's his first 3 of this half.
Doncic against Rondo. Up and in on the layup. Rondo's got his first points in this one.
Can't guard Rondo lightly. Even from inside, he's capable of finding a way to get to a shooting window and score.
Doncic, no good.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
And it's Paul George with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And Los Angeles with some changes. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Zubac. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Rajon Rondo. And Doncic, here we go.
Can't be lazy around Patrick Beverley. He's going to get you down low with hands. That time, he blocks a shot.
Los Angeles leading by 12. George passes to Leonard. Doncic with the steal. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Richardson's running. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Richardson doing a great job in transition. Has good speed. That time accelerates in the open floor.
To the paint. And a deep 3 from George. Porzingis with the rebound. Dallas now running out of time. Fires at the elbow. The rebound by Paul George. And Batum kicks to George. Yep, that one goes in there. George has got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, he knows how to score, and he does just that. Don't let Paul George fool you. He can finish inside.
Here's Doncic. That one, no good. Great D that time from Batum. George, that's a 2-pointer. That doesn't go either for George.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
And here's Leonard from 3. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup. And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Clippers.
They really lit it up in this one. Fantastic offensive performance.
Definitely just simply shot the ball well. One of those games to be proud of.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance. But in particular, a real good game it was for Paul George.
Just really loved his activity level here tonight. Constantly mixed it up, and he threw himself into a lot of plays.
And both free throws good for Porzingis.
Well, Porzingis in the early part of his career has had some phenomenal first halves of seasons. In the second half has faded. You really just want to see a complete year from Kristaps Porzingis where he can dominate.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Seems like everyone's taking long threes these days, but Doncic has natural power in those legs, generates range with ease.
Beverly finds Leonard. So the Clippers with the win. This was a hard, David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Gordon out there with Bol. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Nikola Jokic, and it's Murray in at the 1. And for the Clippers, we've got Kawhi Leonard, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George, and it's Beverly in at the point guard. Now here's Murray. The dish to Barton. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by the Clippers. In the corner, George with it. Beverly the pass to Cousins. Clippers moving the ball around. Leonard on the wing, defended by Gordon. Clock is at 3. Puts it up from 17. Leonard, no luck.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D. A self-described country boy from the town of Sombor, Serbia. Jokic grew up racing horses, no less.
Boy, those are some nice factoids, Greg. Well done. From stable boy and jockey, but as he grew, basketball made the most sense. And to this day, he still loves horses and actually still has a few back in Serbia.
Down low. And there's Paul George on the assist from Leonard.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
Murray the pass to Bol. And the dunk by Bol.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Oh, that's how you drive your point home right there.
He's lucky to get away with that, though, guys. I mean, it could have earned him a technical for hanging on too long.
Outside, George. Pass to Zubac. And Leonard has it in the corner. Over Gordon. Leonard finds Zubac. It's hauled in by Gordon. Nuggets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Barton outside. Pass to Bowl. Over Cousins. Jokic passes to Bowl. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's on DeMarcus Cousins. The Nuggets shooting their first free throw of the game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And it's the Clippers' ball. They trail by 3. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Dishes it to Leonard. Left side, George. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Cousins. No good with the triple. The Nuggets leading by 3. Bull, the pass to Barton. Bull with it. Cousins is there. Here's Jokic. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
Jokic showing you the benefits of that work in the weight room, muscling right through the defender.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Big group substitution here for Denver. Jermichael Green, he's checked in for Bull. Michael Porter comes in for Gordon. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Barton. And Monte Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray. Here's Mann. Back to Kennard. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound by the Nuggets.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Out to Morris. Passes to Porter. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Well, you know, on the inside, Porter is a very skilled player. He understands that you've got to be multi-dimensional, a lot of versatility to your game to be effective inside.
Now, here is Ibaka. To the middle, Jokic with the steal. Rivers with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Here's Porter. Baseline J on the way. They get it back. The second chance effort. That shot, no good.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And Jackson throws it down hard.
It's easy to forget about Jackson's bunnies, but he's more than happy to remind you.
Morris with the ball. He's still scoreless so far in this one. On the wing, Porter. And Green puts up a deep 3. Now, here's Jokic. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Denver with their leads. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And the Nuggets, guys, what jumps out to you numbers-wise?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
They've got Kennard. Baca is out there with Marcus Morris. And there's Jackson, and it's Mann in at the 3. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. The Nuggets leading by 6. Morris passes to Porter. He dishes it to Green. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And they're moving it up. Stolen by Rivers. And here's the fast break. Jokic leading the way. Feeds to Morris. Nice move. A shake. And he sinks the layup. Morris has got the lead up to 8 now for the Nuggets.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And the Nuggets making a change here. McGee's checked in. Jackson against Morris. Stolen by McGee. Denver passing it around. Inside. To the inside. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
And Reggie Jackson, the former 24th pick by the Thunder, wasn't content to back up Westbrook. He basically forced his way out in search of a larger role.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Morris outside to the paint. Leonard with the steal. Outside Jackson kicks it to George. And there's the pass to Leonard. Here's Green. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. He feeds it to Morris. Pass to McGee. Porter against Leonard. Porter passes to McGee. Leonard with the steal. Nobody near George. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
Boy, a very capable passer. DeMarcus Cousins does a solid job recognizing where to go with the ball.
Morris finds Green. Now here's Rivers. Pass to McGee. Out to Morris. Stolen by Jackson. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Leonard dishes to Jackson. Takes a shot at the elbow. Leonard, no luck. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. They've led by as much as 10. And finished off by Rivers.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Zubac, that's good.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Outside, Green. Pass to Porter. To the middle, here's McGee, and the slam dunk by McGee.
Boy, good vision that time from Michael Porter Jr. Saw the wide open teammate and then got the pass to him right on time.
The pass to Zubac. Back to George. Down low. Cousins trying to free himself up. Count it, and the Nugget lead has been cut down to 6 and the bucket from Zubac.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Back to Morris. From 17 feet out. Offensive rebound.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
Here's Leonard. After the Nuggets pick up 2. Cousins. Porter pulls it in.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Rivers kicks to Morris. There's 3-pointers off the mark. Now George. He's got 6. And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That's foul number 2 for him. Beverly feeling it out a bit. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. And one of the strengths of this Denver team is their depth. Shaq has been that way.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Paul George really making a difference here.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So on the floor for Denver, they've got Bowles, Murray out there with Will Barton. Then it's Aaron Gordon, and it's Jokic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Leonard, no luck.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Now here's Barton. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Bull. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Bull's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for Denver. Clippers trail by 10. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
George passes to Batum. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
And a sensational individual defender. Leonard will lock you down. Rejections are just part of the package he brings on the defensive end.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. And Jokic throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Barton kicks to Murray. A three-pointer off the mark.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And stolen by Barton. Jokic against Batum. Jokic passes to Barton. Denver passing it around. Back to Gordon. Clock at 6. Jokic high post. And Jokic throws it down.
Boy, I like how Gordon dishes the ball. When his teammates are open, he finds them on time and on target.
George passes to Leonard. Outside, Batum traps in the tray. Batum's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. The Nuggets leading by 11. Murray outside. Jokic finds Gordon. Here's Murray. Back to Gordon. At the elbow, Bull. Here's Barton. That one misses. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Outside for George. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. George has got 8 points. Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Now, here's George. 8 points for him.
Boy, the confidence that George brings to his game is also confidence that impacts and injects his teammates. He's a high-octane scorer who's ready to go as soon as the game starts and whenever he gets the ball. Boy, great effort on defense there against a guy who typically makes that.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. He kicks it to Beverly. Zubac's the pass to Leonard. Goes up on the wing. Shot is good off the back rim and in. And now just a 5-point Nugget lead.
An elite scorer in today's game. Leonard is consistent at staying aggressive on the offensive end.
Martin surveying the floor. The feed to Bull. To end the drought. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And we've reached the end of the third. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Marcus Morris is out there with Ibaka. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's man in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
It really balances out the backcourt when McGee is able to provide points inside. I mean, that's big.
Kennard up top. He's guarded by Rivers. Jackson misses.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Clippers trail by 7. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Kennard's shot is off. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Denver. They've led by as many as 14 points. Porter against Jackson. Out to Morris. Takes a 3. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris. Porter looking it over. The 3.
And after getting off to such a good start offensively in that first half, haven't been quite as efficient here in the second.
Outside Jackson. Back to Ibaka. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And offensively, Ibaka's been spending more time out on the perimeter, but watching him work inside there, you realize that may still be his bread and butter.
Now here's Rivers. Back to Morris. Lays it up off the glass. Here's Jackson.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Kennard, the pass to Ibaka. Here's Mann, guarded by Porter. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
Morris dishes to Jackson. Morris with the rebound. Denver leading by 7. McGee finds Rivers. Back to McGee. Now here's Porter. Steps back and fires. Kept alive. McGee, the pass to Green. Rivers gets a wide open look. And it's off from three-point range. Clippers have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Back to Kennard. Pass to Ibaka. And here's Kennard. A three-pointer is right on target. Kennard's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Morris passes to McGee. Back to Morris. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Big group substitution here for Denver. Jokic, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Cole comes in for JaMychal Green. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Porter. And it's Will Barton in for Austin Rivers. Now here's Leonard. 5 on the clock. The tray. And Bull pulls it down. The Nuggets leading by 6. Barton outside. And 1:01 left in the game. The Nuggets with another miss. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. George, no good. Inside, and the dunk by Bull.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. Jamal Murray, he's checked in for Monte Morris. And that one misses. Zubats against Gordon. Bull kicks to Murray. Connects from three-point range. And the Nuggets lead by 9.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Murray against Beverly to the inside. Here's Jokic. Shoots over Zubats. No good there off the double clutch. So the Nuggets win it. A truly gutsy performance away. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight. Nestled among the peaks of the Rocky. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. We've got Josh Richardson. Marjanovic is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Doncic in at the 1. And for the Nuggets, we've got Murray. Jokic is out there with Bol. Then it's Will Barton. And it's Gordon in at the small forward. Now here's Richardson. Porzingis passes to Marjanovic. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And he's good on the 3-ball. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players. But you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. On the wing, Gordon. Back to Murray. Shoots over Doncic. Mavericks with the rebound.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
Pulls it from 20. To the middle, and stolen by Bol. Hardaway against Barton. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Out of nowhere, Gordon just soaring in there, and that athleticism carries him straight to the hoop.
Doncic outside. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now here's Murray. Barton right side. Pass to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Jokic is a big center, tough to contain close to the basket. That's a nice throwdown.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Trains the three-pointer. Doncic has got 8 points.
Offense clicking early here. 3 for 4 to start this one.
Passes it to Bol. He's looking for Hardaway and finds him. Here's Porzingis with fast break chance. Puts one up from 19. And Doncic is right there. 10 points for him.
Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
Murray, the pass to Bol. Back to Murray. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Fast break, Dallas. Here's Richardson. And a slam dunk by Richardson.
Richardson doing a great job in transition. Has good speed. That time accelerates in the open floor.
Outside Gordon. Now the pass to Barton. Jokic against Porzingis. Shot clock at 6. Wide open look here for Murray. And just miss after miss right now.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Gordon against Hardaway. Over Gordon. Offensive rebound. Marjanovic passes to Porzingis. Count it.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
The Mavericks shooting their first foul shot of the game. That free throw good from Porzingis. Well, coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
Yeah, that's not a chance that Jokic is going to mess up. He's too good around the rim.
And here is Doncic. 10 points for him. To the paint. And it's Porzingis that time on the assist by Doncic. Porzingis has got 5 now.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Murray dishes to Barton. Pass to Jokic. Kicks it to Murray. Back to Jokic. Porzingis with the steal. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Doncic against Murray. Doncic, no good. The Nuggets trail by 11. Here's Gordon, and then Gordon with the dunk.
Well, Jokic with great anticipation there, one of his better qualities as a passing big.
Now, here's Doncic. And so it's Dallas. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We come back right after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for Dallas, Jalen Brunson out there with J.J. Redick. Then there's Dwight Powell. Then there's Cauley Stein. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. 9-point game. Morris outside and stolen by Redick. Powell with it. Lets it fly. And that one hits back iron. Rivers against Redick. Rivers passes to Green. The dish to Porter. Green kicks to Porter. Back to Green. Jacks up a 3. Shot is good. And the Mavericks lead is cut down to just 6 points on the bucket from Porter.
Porter in a comfortable place there. He likes the passes being on target, and he stays perfect in rhythm with that, Jay.
Redick passes to Finney-Smith. Now Brunson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Talk often about physicality of bigger players. Cauley Stein, one of those guys who fits into that category.
Morris passes to Porter. Back to Morris. Pass to Green. There's the triple. Mavericks with the rebound. They've led by as many as 11 points. To the middle. Powell kicks to Finney-Smith. No good from outside. The Nuggets trail by 8. Here is Porter. 5 points in the game. And Green is right there. Green's got his first basket.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
And those second chance points can add up. Now here's Brunson. Passes it to Powell. Banked in off the glass. Powell's got 4 points this quarter. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft, first on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who ever played the game.
It's stolen by Morris. Here's Green outside Porter for the 3. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists in the game.
This story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Here's Brunson. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Here's Green. Out to Morris. The Nuggets moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. Porter can't get that one to fall. Dallas leading by 5. Brunson scanning the floor. Inside. Here's Powell. He dishes it to Cauley Stein. Rivers against Redick. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Stolen by McGee. Morris passes to Porter. He kicks to McGee. There's the 3. And there's Porter on the assist by McGee. 11 points for Michael Porter.
And you really want to step up and try to make Porter make a move. Right there, the 3 ball looked easy.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And here's Brunson. No points in the game yet for him. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to... Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets under.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is Luka Doncic had a huge first quarter. He had 10 points, 2 assists. And that does it for our...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. One guy who's been getting it done is Michael Porter.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Cole is out there with Aaron Gordon. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Murray. And it's Barton in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half. Murray kicks to Jokic. Offline with his 3. Mavericks leading by 4. Porzingis passes to Hardaway. Out left to the wing. The wide open look here for Porzingis. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
Yeah, I don't think you have to tell Porzingis twice to take shots like that. Once the ball's in his hands, he's looking to the rim.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Up again. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Dallas shooting indicative of smooth offensive play. Up at 60%. They're a machine from the floor. Richardson finds Doncic. Outside, Porzingis. Outside, Hardaway. Porzingis passes to Richardson. Sinks the three-pointer. Richardson's got 5.
Pretty unselfish play there, right? Porzingis finding the open man, and he's more and more comfortable and more aware of everything going on around him.
Back to Murray. Porzingis with the block, and he gets it back. Gordon with no one around. Bull kicks to Jokic. The 10-footer finds the target. He's got 6.
Jokic being assertive now in the mid-range and has the touch to bury that kind of shot.
Doncic feeling it out. The pass to Richardson. Back to Doncic. Down low. Here's Porzingis. The shot will not fall. And Denver the other way now. Gordon, the pass to Jokic. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. And it's Gordon missing. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. They've led by as many as 11 points. Doncic kicks to Marjanovic. Doncic against Gordon. Doncic passes to Richardson. The high post shot. The offensive rebound. Marjanovic. And 2 free throws come. And here we go with the coach's challenge. I'm surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
Here's Brunson. Off target from three-point range. The Nuggets trail by 7. Ball kicks to Murray. He feeds it to Ball. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Brunson the pass to Powell. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Powell's got 6.
Now, lead passes like that are so hard to defend. He never had to break his stride, so full speed, 2 points.
Here's Morris. Goes to the reverse layup and traps it in.
There are only 2 players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Brunson against Morris. Now here's Brunson. He's guarded closely. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You can't be too physical with Cauley Stein. He never backs down from the contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Cauley Stein hits them both. 30 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to Porter. Outside, Green. His three-pointers off the mark.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Powell kicks to Finney-Smith. Back to Powell. Over Green. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. The Mavericks on top. They're up by 9. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the floor for Dallas, J.J. Redick is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Dwight Powell. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The free throw drops for Powell. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. 2 guys, when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project him to be what they've become, and it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Now, here is Morris. Just 5 to shoot. Green kicks to Rivers. Left side, Porter. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Here's McGee. It's rebounded by Dallas. They've led by as many as 11 points. Outside, Redick, pass to Powell. Back to Brunson. Powell, the pass to Brunson. Over Rivers. They get the rebound. Powell kicks to Finney-Smith. Outside for Redick. Shoots over McGee and misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Back to Porter. Back to McGee. Morris outside. McGee the pass to Green. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Mavericks leading by 8. Outside Hardaway. Porzingis inside. Guarded by McGee. Dallas moving the ball around. And it's Porzingis that time on the assist by Doncic. And the Mavericks lead by 10.
They're going to take a little bit more to get Porzingis off of his sweet spot in his offensive game now.
Outside Porter. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Doncic kicks to Porzingis. Hardaway for 3. Denver grabs the miss. Bulls got 4 rebounds in this game. Moving it up. And then Gordon with the dunk.
But Will Barton always going full speed. That time finds a bullet pass to a teammate.
There's a minute 34 left in the fourth. Outside, Porzingis. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. And so the ball is out of bounds. Richardson touched it last.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover. Well, you make strides to get back in the ball game, but an errant shot like that can definitely cost you any kind of momentum. You have to use better judgment there. That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
59 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
Doncic with it. Passes to Porzingis. Pulls up on the elbow. And Bull pulls it down. Here's Denver now. They trail by 9 points. Here's Jokic. And again, Denver no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Richardson outside. Here's Porzingis. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Porzingis has got the lead up to 11 now for the Mavs.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Al Richardson. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks.